Boom, I'm recording. So, I've set everything up. I've done a little test. Just recording the first like 4 lines, just to see how the microphone sounds, check everything works okay. Um, which was worth doing because I didn't plug the mixing desk in. Like, I set it up, but I didn't actually plug it into the mains. So now I've got the sound levels pretty okay. Um, for some reason, I've found uh, when recording just speaking, it's better to sort of be from this position for whatever reason and have the equalizers on the mixing desk the way I said in the last video. But I played around with the levels while recording a bit more projection as I'm doing the rapping, and I've turned up the level and the main mix a little bit, and I've put it onto, what is it, 2-track to phones. It's got on this rather than 2-track to mix, which is a bit interesting because it still goes through a mix anyway. But I think a 2-track to mix sort of records a bit more of the music. It lets a bit more of the music come through into the actual recording. This way, it what's the word? It isolates the vocals a bit more, so you can. It helps later on if you want to edit the sound in any way using the software. So now that this is recording, you won't be able to see what I've got up on the screen here, but you will be able to see and hear me give or take recording, and then I'll show you the actual recording once I've exported it to WAV wave file rather than MP3. It's got that little bit more quality, but again, larger file format. So, earphones in first. I realise it's quite a long introduction in the music. It's like 40 seconds roughly before the lyrics start kicking in. Although if I had a chorus, it'd be like 20 seconds in the song starts, which would be much better. But I haven't got a chorus yet. We'll figure that out after, I suppose. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So, oh, another thing before I quickly do this. I had a little look over the lyrics to try and memorise the updated version of the lyrics. And I found, shout out to that content again, because, he told me, I can't remember if it was on Facebook or YouTube or what, but I remember him saying the best way to memorise lyrics is just to keep recording them, which I completely agree with. But if you're not, you ain't got time to set up to record, it's worth going through the lyrics from the start, or at least, say there's 4 lines that you've edited that you want to memorise. Start from 4 lines before that, because even if you memorise the new lyrics, it's not embedded in your mind to continuously sort of flow in the routine of that way. Whereas if you go 4 lines back, as you're going through them from them lines, you'll naturally go into the new lines well. Whereas if you only try to memorise the lines that are new, then when you go in from the 4 lines before that, you might be like, oh, what was it? Well, it takes another second for it to register. Whereas if you've practiced from 4 lines before the new lyrics, yeah, it's gonna sort of be embedded in your head that little bit more. So I found that to be helpful. I keep it feels like I'm holding my breath as I'm talking rather than just talking as I'd normally talk. I think it's because the mic sound picks up on your breath that little bit more as you're talking. That was exaggerated, obviously, but anyway, let's get recording. So, right. Oh, and for those that don't know, it's a bit of pain. Learning to rap from the diaphragm. If you don't already know how to do that, it was a Potent Whisper rapper. He taught me because I was struggling to figure out when I'm going from the lungs, like chest wise, and when I'm going from the diaphragm. Not sure on the biological precision of the differences in terms of words and that, but basically if you lie down you'll find your stomach rises rather than your chest, whereas when you're standing up naturally you'll breathe in the chest more. Once after about 6 weeks, 2 months, I'd naturally always just breathe from the diaphragm now. So yeah, it's interesting as well. I noticed babies naturally breathe from the diaphragm, and at some point in life we start breathing from the chest. But anyway, it'll help you not run out of breath so quick. So here we go. Oh no, it's recorded from the end. If you're using Audacity, you have to hold down Shift now, apparently, for whatever reason, to record from a specific place. So you click on where you want the line to be on the track, and that's where you record it from. Hold Shift and click, record. Oh no, it's done a new track. No! And away we go. Rick and Morty. The alarm sounded. Oh shit, not yet. The alarm sound ensures that I'm asleep no more. A stretch and a yawn and my feet touch the floor. Freshen up, slip a shirt and double cuff from Burton's. Brush teeth, wash my game face and open up the curtains. As the bacon's heating, I'm craving a ciggy. But nah, yet to have a day's task be completed. Check the budgets as planned, cause money do grow on trees. But I've 2 working hands, the only tools that I need. Burning fuel and messing, starting to build momentum. Used to be kvetch, but now we're busy sweating. You see, I aim to win and so I score goals by moving while using my head like Paul Scholes and managing time to get life ahead faster. Student of my own mind, a headmaster. Freedom smells more potent the further I climb up this wobbly ladder, little step at a time. Could have been better. I'm gonna stop that a second. Could have been a little bit better, particularly the second half. I think I did 1 or 2 words that I shouldn't, that I originally, I think I took out when I've done the last edit of the lyrics. But overall, I think that was a good first take that I've done all the way through for the first verse for the new version of the lyrics. I'll do 1 more and then I'm going to mute that. I'll decide which one's better and then I'll show you the actual track. Now, it doesn't matter if you do it. If you're happy and if it gets spot on like the 3rd recording, by all means keep it. Sometimes it could take like 15 recordings. If that's what it takes, you know, then you're progressing. That's the main thing. And you're building up to the end result. So do another one. Let's not go early this time. The alarm sound ensures that I'm asleep no more. A stretch and a yawn and my feet touch the floor. Freshen up, slip a shirt and double cuff from Burton's. Brush teeth, wash my game face and open up the curtains. Now as the bacon's heating, I'm craving a ciggy. But nah, yet to have a day's task be completed. Check the budgets as planned. Money to grow on trees, but I've 2 working hands, the only tools that I need. Burning fuel and messing, starting to build momentum. Used to be kvetch, but now I'm busy sweating. I aim to win, and so I score goals by moving while using my head like Paul Scholes, managing time to get life ahead faster. Student of my own mind, a headmaster. Freedom smells more potent the further I climb up this wobbly ladder, little step at a time. So I think that one's a bit better, but there's that little section about Paul Scholes both times. It didn't seem to really flow as well, so I'm going to have to look at the lyrics again, but rather than just looking at the lyrics this time, I might put the lyrics up and then wrap it out from 4 lines before and 4 lines after and see if I can get it to gel a little bit more, you know, thread along a little neater, tidier than I have it. So that's why it's worth, you know, recording the lyrics. You know, you're not always going to get it bang on first time, because looking at the lyrics and editing them that way is one thing, but this is like a different level. I suppose you could record while doing the lyrics as well from the start, which would probably be a little bit more beneficial, but I haven't always got the time to set up the recording equipment every time I'm editing lyrics. I've got a little bit of extra time today, so little one's on a second little half day, with the childminder, which is pretty cool. So see how she's getting on. You get emails and photos and that. Anyway, I think that'll be enough for this video until I come back. I don't know if I'll continue it on this video or do a separate one. Once I've had a little look at the lyrics and see if I can fix up that little part of the verse. So that is all for this. Clickety click and peace out.